My young pupils, follow me. Let us walk the alley of the emperors, and let me tell you about the Great War.
Sir, will you tell us how it really happened? I hope he does.
This is going to be big, isn't it?
Yes. I'm going to tell you the history as it really happened. Eyes forward. Because I lived it, and I was already a middle-aged man at the time. Do not interrupt me while I speak of our past.
I used to walk and run on this alley every morning when my legs were younger, and ambition was louder. I grew up here, and this alley was like a time machine for me. These statues, they are the very soul of Rome.
Ah, my young pupils. Come closer. I'm starting to get tired of walking. My age is finally catching up with me. Let's stop here for a while.
This spot is perfect for a history lesson.
Master, are you sure you don't want to sit somewhere softer?
Yes, this is perfect. My young pupils, this spot is exactly right. Let's begin our history lesson.
In 1878 CE, Terra was divided among 6 great powers. Our Roman Empire, the Great Empire of North America and Mexico, the Rus Empire, the Qi United Regions, the Japanese Empire, and the Caliphate of the Prophet.
The leader of the Caliphate of the Prophet, Caliph Muhammad ibn al-Rashid al-Fahir, claimed not merely descent from the Prophet, but divinity itself. He preached that he was the sword of Allah made flesh, an emperor of faith and fear.
Listen to me. This is our time. We are the 6th Empire, the fastest, growing force on Earth in faith, in numbers, and wealth. Today we shatter the old order and build a new one in our image, and no nation, no army, no god of theirs will stand in our way.
As Caliph Muhammad spread his influence and seized new territories, our empire's secret services began crafting a mission to end his uprising. And when everything was prepared, the emperor was finally informed.
Our Emperor Achilles XIII, Valerianus alias Domitian Severus, made a pact with our rivals in the east. Rome, Rus, the Qi United Regions, sworn together in secret. Their purpose was simple: destroy the Caliphate before it consumed the world.
Legion 1, targets locked. Commencing release.
Copy, Legion 1. All wings on the mark.
Bombs away.
Direct hits. Continue to the rally point.
Signal on my mark now. Copy, synchronizing. Payload away. More present. Reporting to base.
The sky over Mecca burned for 7 days. Baghdad was erased from the map. The Euphrates ran black with oil and blood. And when the smoke finally lifted, the Caliphate was gone.
10 million dead. A genocide baptized as divine necessity. Our troops, they fought with the cold efficiency of Rome, but the Japanese arm, they were efficient and merciless. They slaughtered everything in their path. Soldiers, villages, cities,
The Japanese troops swept through the desert with a precision the world had never seen, and they cut down nearly every follower of the Prophet. In the end, it was they, not us, who cornered Caliph Muhammad, dragged him from his last fortress, and delivered him in chains to the waiting empires.
Caliph Muhammad ibn al-Rashid al-Fahir was taken alive by the Japanese shogun Hoshimitsu Akechi no Kami and executed along with every one of his followers, the Japanese army proud, relentless, and utterly without mercy.
我らは勝利した。そして今、この瞬間から、我々の前に立ちはだかる者などいない。
As history has shown us, other empires saw an opportunity, and they began plotting against us. And so the wheel turns again.
Our enemies thought we were weak. While we tended to the Caliphate, the great empire of North America and Mexico, seeing Rome's legions consumed by the Eastern Campaign, struck first.
The first bombs fell upon our cities, leveling some entirely. Those cities were our pride in the New World. And the moment the sky began to rain fire, their armies moved in, advancing across the ground without hesitation.
Maintain pace. Copy. Contact high right. Shields up. Shields locked.
Many colonies, weary of centuries under Roman law and tribute, turned their coats willingly. Governors defected, legions mutinied, and whole cities opened their gates to the invaders without firing a single shot.
After the attack in the west, the Rus Empire in the east turned upon us. Without warning, they swept westward, breaching the borders of Finland and Poland, two of Rome's most fortified provinces.
70 meters and closing. Lock acquired. Firing.
Push up, keep the line moving.
They're still holding the rooftops. Suppress in advance. Helsinki will fall tonight.
History never asks permission. I remember that Sunday, when the skies over the Chi coast darkened with the Empire's machines. They struck without pause. Technology years ahead, discipline cold as steel.
The Chi lines broke in days. Entire cities folded before they even understood what had arrived. There was no honor in what their empire did. They slaughtered every enemy without a shred of remorse. Some were chained and turned into slaves, others used as target practice.
Our empire faced storms far greater than pride would admit. Two fronts, two enemies who refused to bend. Even with our armies stronger, our tactics years ahead, it was nearly impossible. Strength divides when stretched too thin.
The Empire's wounds were not only carved by foreign blades.
Numbers from the frontier speak for themselves. The garrison can't hold another season.
Reinforcements require a vote, you know that.
Then call the vote. The provinces won't wait.
Patience, the agenda is still in motion.
Motion dies if we let the floor fracture.
And yet the fracture grows while we
Keep your
debate.
voice down.
Order, colleagues, the eagle is...
Rot grew inside our own marble halls. Many in the Senate whispered of surrender, of offering Finland and Poland to the Rus, hoping tribute might buy them a quieter night's sleep.
The Emperor has learned that a faction within the Senate, small, not yet a majority, is already whispering about surrendering territories in exchange for a fragile, short-lived peace. And he reacted. He went live, addressed the nation himself.
Our empire endures, because I do not falter. Let the world remember that.
In his fury, the Emperor crushed every voice that dared oppose him. Senators who questioned his course were dragged from their chambers. Some were imprisoned. Others executed for merely letting doubt touch their eyes.
But long before the war ignited, Roman scientists had already begun their work in the endless dunes of the Sahara Desert. In laboratories buried deeper than the catacombs of forgotten kings, the Empire's brightest minds toiled beneath a single name.
Sol Invictus. A project so advanced, so shrouded in secrecy, that those chosen to build it were forced to uproot their entire lives and vanish into the desert until their creation was complete. The Emperor knew that this project would give them the advantage they were looking for.
The Emperor invoked the ancient decree of Status Bellorum Ultimum, the final state of war, Rome's version of martial law. A law that gave the Emperor dominion over all lives within the Empire, until victory or death.
It is time. Launch the assault. Project Sol Invictus begins now.
Yes, Emperor! Project Sol Invictus has been unleashed. There was no other choice. The first city struck was Philadelphia, on the eastern coast of North America, one of the principal cities of the great empire of North America and Mexico.
The second city was Washington, on the eastern coast of North America, another crucial city of the great empire of North America and Mexico. This second bomb shattered their resolve and brought them to their knees. They had no choice but to surrender.
Third city was Moscow. The Emperor intended to crush the Rus Empire, and the bomb that struck Moscow was the largest of them all, 3 times more powerful than the one that hit Washington. After the first blast, the Rus hurled everything they had toward Finland and Poland.
After the genocide in Poland and Finland, the Emperor ordered 2 more bombs to be launched over their empire. The 4th bomb fell on Kirov. This one was twice as powerful as the one that struck Washington.
And the 5th bomb dropped over the Rus land struck Perm, obliterating everything. The Rus army had no choice but to surrender unconditionally. The Emperor agreed, yet he ordered his forces to seize all Rus troops in Finland and Poland.
Rus soldiers captured in Finland and Poland were taken to our bases deep within the Sahara. None of them ever returned. And let me be clear, their fate was well earned for what they did to Rome and to her people.
Continue to phase 3. Voltage stable, adjusting output. Subject response noted. Proceeding.
Great Empire of North America and Mexico, President Alejandro Col Ramirez martyred at last. Dressed in a pristine blue suit, he knelt before Roman General Marcus Decibel, the proud descendant of the legendary Belisarius.
The Rus Tsar and the Empress of the Qi United Regions chose to unite their realms beneath a single banner, the Slavo-Qi Empire. And to seal this new dominion, the Tsar and the Empress bound themselves in marriage, turning 2 dying nations into one that refused to fall quietly.
After the war, the Emperor didn't stop. He hunted every voice that dared oppose him. Senators, officers, anyone with even a spark of defiance. And in the city's underbelly, far from the marble and light, a resistance began to form.
We are hunting our own citizens.
He is losing his mind. He can no longer lead Rome.
You're right.
Resistance spread in silence, gathering strength in the shadows. When they thought themselves ready, they sought out the Emperor's eldest son, Hector, hoping to place him on the throne. For a moment he listened.
If you play your part, you will be the next Emperor.
What about my father? But the Emperor's spies were too skilled, too deeply rooted in every shadow of the Imperium. He learned of Hector's secret meetings with those plotting to unseat him, and he acted swiftly. Hector was exiled to the Americas.
10 years after the war, the Emperor tried to restore stability to his vast dominion. But the shadow of his cruelty clung to him like a curse. The Senate despised him, and the people feared him.
This blade belongs to Aulus Achilles Valerianus. Look at it! There are voices in the Senate who want to see me dead and replaced with someone else. And those who think this will shall pay a heavy price by this sword.
You should think better than to cross me.
Fight for your lives. Only the one who survives may earn another chance. Begin.
Prove to me you are worthy of my forgiveness. Fight for your life, and the one who survives may live to see another day.
As he slept in his palace, betrayal finally reached him. He was slain by one of his own guards. The assassin was a double agent, placed by Rome's own conspirators and secretly in service to the Japanese Empire.
Rome endures, Your Majesty.
Darkness overtakes hope.
remember what he gave and what he took.
That night, 10 years after the First World War ended, my father was assassinated. My name is Hector Valerianus, first of my name, and his first son. I was expected to take the throne after him.
But the senators and the people hated my father too much. And after 15 centuries of our dynasty, they decided to end it. They gave the title of emperor to Alexander Primus von Hohenberg, a scholar general of Germanic blood. A new dynasty rose in Rome. Look at the time. Our class has ended. I'll see you next week, and then we'll speak about the Second World War. Class dismissed.